Good morning, guys. I wanted to record my first episode of Vlogmas, and today I'm going to try to do some bags. So I'll take a little bit of footage of what I'm doing up front for Vlogmas. I wanted to warn everyone that my house is very cluttered, and if clutter or mess offends you, maybe my Vlogmas is not the best one to watch, because I just won't be able to keep everything all cleaned up the entire holiday season. So we're keeping it real here, people. With that, let's share fabrics. So I have my ruler here, my cutting mat, and then I made these templates a while ago. I used the Hue Loco holiday bag tutorial off of YouTube to get measurements, and then I actually cut them out of a shipping box. So this is the shipping box that I get for the Honest Company. So this is one strip, another strip. These I usually use for the outside, and then this is for the liner fabric. You can see clutter, boxes with books in them, leftover fabric that I haven't put away yet, clutter. Sewing is usually a trying to go and desperately fit it in when I have time. So yeah, I don't always clean up right away. So today I wanted to make a bag with this fabric, which has been colored on. Thanks, Joshua. So that's going to be for the outside, and hopefully I can cut around that. We'll see what happens. Yeah, I should be able to, because this piece is big enough and he did not color on that part. So it's cupcakes, and then I'm going to do the contrast on the bottom of this guy, which is like orange stripes. It almost reminds me of notebook paper. Yeah. You know, like the paper you learn how to write with, where it's got the dotted line in the middle and the solid lines. So that'll be the bottom, and then I'm going to use this for the lining, which is chevrons. So that will be one. And then I have some interfacing. Ooh, how fun. And then I'm going to do a narwhal bag with this fabric. It says Somewhere Beyond the Sea. It has listless mermaids and narwhals and a sea captain. I'm going to make those bigger ones, like a maybe sweater size. This will be the contrast lining, I think. I think I'm just going to make them the solid, this on the outside with this for the lining. But I'm not sure yet, because this might actually be good on the bottom so that it doesn't get dirty, like if you sit it down on something. It's probably a good idea. And then I'm going to do a pumpkin bag. So this guy on the outside, and then this one for the lining. And you can see there are little cream colored pumpkins on there. So that's going to be that one. And then if I have time, I probably won't sew these today. Today will probably just be ironing and cutting fabric, and then I'll have to sew them another day. This is my box of all my fabrics that I have kind of fat quarters of, that I haven't really promised to anything. So you can see I have some Valentine's Day ones, some more general ones, and then I have a lot of Christmas ones. So these are leftover from a bag I made last year, these pieces. So I may actually make another one of these and invert it. So this was my lining fabric, and this was my contrasting outside fabric. When you make the Hue Loco bag, the nice thing is you can flip the order. So I may be able to do contrast strip of this, and then the lining of the green, and then this one as the other main color. So I'll look at that. This was from the same fat quarter bundle, but it's you know, just more solid woods. And then I think I might have cut this one out as well last year, and I just never sewed it. I keep little pieces of ribbon like that. I don't know if you guys do that, but I feel like they are helpful. So I have this cute one, like little whimsical elves, Santas, and reindeer. Then it came with just some coordinating solid fabrics in that bundle. So those are really fun. And then this one. And there you go, Tuesday morning, $3.99 for this whole fat quarter bundle. So I think this would make a really cute bag, just all this panel with one of the linings. Maybe this one for the lining, that'd be fun. Anyway, I need to make some holiday bags for wrapping and for podcast prizes for the Advent Cal, so I'm just going to try to get started and see what I can get done today. So, that is the fun that will be had. So I'm going to iron some fabric, and then I will come back and show you some cutting. Ooh, exciting! Okay, mess! I've got all of my fabrics ironed now that I'm going to make, and I'm going to cut them now. So I decided to go with this set for Christmas because I didn't cut this one out last year, but I really, really like it. So it's black, which is kind of non-traditional on the back, and then it's got all these different brightly colored Christmas balls on it, and then I have this coordinating fabric that matches one of them, so that's going to be my strip, and then I'm going to put this on the inside, which is also ornaments, but on a green background. So there you go. So the first thing I'm going to do is take my coordinating fabric here, and it's not perfect. I don't really mess with making things perfect on bags because, yeah, bags aren't perfect. So A is my contrast color strip, and it looks like I'm going to be able to get 2 sets of them out of there, which is pretty awesome. So I might be able to get 2 of these bauble bags out of it. So I just lay it on there, and then I actually use my ruler, which I think I've buried under all of my fabric. Nina. Alright, so I use my ruler. I line it up with the bottom of the thing, and then I actually push it out to the edge of my cutting mat to make sure that I'm staying straight lined, and then I'm going to rotary cut. So I don't know how I'm going to actually film that without effing up my cut. Probably can't, because I don't have a tripod for my lovely camera. Ooh. But I do have a box. See? Mess. It's good for you. Let's see if that works. Vlogmas. Okay, I'm done cutting all my fabric. So now I'm going to iron all of the interfacing on, and then I'm going to start sewing. So yeah, I cut out all my bags, and behind me, this is what my stash actually looks like. Most of it I keep in these fun bags that you get with like mattress pads, pillows, and sheets and blankets. But I do have over here some of the Flasher Stash tote bags from No Makers, which I love them. They hold so much stuff. And then I also have some various different Rubbermaid solutions, and I have some large Ziploc bags that are sitting out because I was looking for some yarn. I also up here have a bunch of these canvas bags that say crafts on them, but I have not been putting away my yarn like a good girl, so I have a lot of things piled up in front of them that need to go back in bags. Yep, and you can see my Swift over here sitting on a little stool. Okay, so I'm gonna go and interface now. Oh my gosh, guys, look, look! Ah, hey, bud! How's it going? Oh, there he goes. He's going back to the backyard. Don't go towards the street, buddy. So I thought I would show you guys how I do my interfacing. I like to try to just do it all on one sheet, and then I go back and cut out the pieces separately, because this way I can maximize how much I get out of my interfacing. And not sure why my thing is beeping red at me. I also make sure it's smooth. So yeah, I just lay as many pieces as I can on here. And then when they're all done being ironed, I'm going to go back with my scissors and cut them apart. And we'll be good to go. And I'm using medium weight interfacing for everything. I tend to buy like big cuts of it at Joann's, because you can use your, you know, those coupons you get for 40% off a regularly priced item, but you can never find anything that's regularly priced. Interfacing, it's never on sale. So there you go, pro tip. Just go get the by the yard interfacing, and you can use that coupon on that. So this is my pumpkin bag. My iron had something on it that got on the narwhal fabric, but luckily Shout got it off. But I think now I'll have to wash those pieces before I can sew them together. So that one's not going to be done today. That's okay. There's no way I'm going to sew all these bags today anyway. And I just have the couple of pumpkin pieces. I'm not going to bother with the narwhal lining because I know I'm not going to be able to sew that today. And then my Christmas bag lining. I still had I had my fun Halloween fabric all ironed and ready to go, but it's past Halloween now, so I think I'm just going to fold it up and I will make it next year. This is Money the bunny sitting there, and apparently Megan was looking at some Dungeons and Dragons books. Alright.